Okay, Monsties, wait. Did you also just refresh your YouTube homepage and see it? That one episode. That one soul-crushingly beautiful performance. RAMI, Lee Mujin, 4 million views. And the internet? It's losing its entire mind. 227,000 likes, 18,000 comments, and counting. But here's the question burning in everyone's head right now. How did one quiet, emotional stage break through the chaos of K-pop's loudest season? Grab your headphones, bestie, because we're diving deep into the story of how RAMI and Lee Mujin just turned a simple duet into one of the most talked about collaborations of the year. And trust me, you'll never see this stage the same way again. All right, let's rewind a bit. If you're a fan of Lee Mujin Service, you already know what that setup means. No pyrotechnics, no flashing lights, just 2 mics, soft lighting, and pure emotion. It's the kind of show that strips idols and vocalists down to their rawest form, just their voice, a live band, and honesty. So when fans heard that RAMI, the rising star with that honey-smooth tone and an almost ethereal stage aura, yeah, people went feral. And that's not an exaggeration. The teaser dropped. A 14-second clip. No caption, no spoilers, just RAMI and Lee Mujin sitting side by side under this dreamy pink-blue gradient lighting. That was it. And that was all it took. Twitter exploded. TikTok flooded. Stan accounts were posting theories like, are they gonna sing a ballad or something emotionally devastating? Spoiler alert, yes, they did. But before we talk about the song itself, let's talk about the energy of this duo. Because seriously, the moment the camera panned to them, something in the atmosphere shifted. RAMI, dressed in an oversized blazer, looking effortlessly cool and fragile at the same time, giving total emotional CEO who's still healing from heartbreak vibes. Lee Mujin in comfy denim shorts and that signature soft sweater. The boy next door genius whose voice could literally melt ice. And when they opened their mouths to sing together, it was over. No heavy choreography, no background dancers, just 2 people and a melody that hits like a quiet heartbreak you didn't see coming. RAMI's voice, warm, smooth, and just slightly tremoling, met Lee Mujin's soft but rich tone like 2 puzzle pieces that didn't even realize they were made for each other. And that harmony, it wasn't flashy, it wasn't trying to be perfect, it was real. At one point, when RAMI closed her eyes on that high note, Lee Mujin just looked at her, like he was both admiring the music and the emotion behind it. You could literally feel the sincerity radiating off the screen. And the comments, they said it best. This is not just a performance, this is a confession in song form. I can't move on. Their voices just hugged my broken heart. Someone tell them they just created the saddest comfort I've ever heard. Every second of that video felt like a healing session, but one that hurts first. Now, this is where things get crazy. Within 24 hours, 1.5 million views. Within 3 days, 3 million. And as of now, over 4 million views with more than 227,000 likes and 18,000 comments. It's insane. Fans are literally quoting it in daily conversations. Clips are going viral on X, formerly Twitter, with captions like, when your old bias collabs with your comfort artist and you realize your emotional stability is gone. Some fans are editing the performance into short films. Others are using it in TikTok filters titled, POV you're listening to RAMI and Lee Mujin after your 3 a.m. crisis. Even non-fans are discovering it through recommendations. That's how strong the algorithmic chokehold of this collab is. But what's wild isn't just the views. It's the way people describe how it made them feel. This wasn't a hype stage. It wasn't a dance break moment. It was a pause. A 3-minute pause in the chaos of life, letting everyone just breathe, cry, and exist with the music. And that's rare. So why did this episode go so viral? Let's break it down. First, the contrast. Lee Mujin has always been known for his mellow, introspective style. Songs that sound like rainy days and memories that refuse to fade. RAMI, on the other hand, brings a younger, slightly whimsical tone. She's emotional, but she's also raw, unpredictable, and unpolished in the best way possible. Together, they created something that felt like an emotional dialogue. Not a duet, a conversation. Every verse felt like a line from a script where two people were trying to say goodbye, but didn't have the courage to actually say the words. You could feel it in the pacing, the way their eyes avoided each other, the slight tremor in Rami's breathing during the bridge. And fans caught everything. Did you see how Mujin smiled when Rami hit that note? I swear the silence between them spoke louder than the music. It wasn't just performance art, it was storytelling through restraint. Plus, let's not ignore the aesthetic. That stage setup, minimal but mesmerizing. The color gradient from pink to blue subtly mirrored the emotional transition from warmth to melancholy. And yes, the lighting at the end that faded into soft lavender? Literal cinema. No wonder people are calling it the prettiest sad song video of 2025. Now, you know it wouldn't be a true K moment without a little fandom chaos. Stans immediately started calling Rami and Mujin the ultimate healing duo. Fan edits popped up with the title, "When Talent Meets Tenderness." Others joked, you know, Lee Mujin's show should come with an emotional warning label. I wasn't ready for this kind of heartbreak. Even meme accounts joined in. One viral tweet read, "Me, I'm fine." Also me, 0.3 seconds into Rami Mujin's duet, crying in slow motion while staring at my ceiling. And it didn't stop there. Some fans began writing fanfics and YouTube comments that sounded like movie scripts, imagining the story behind their duet. It feels like two people who used to love each other meeting again after years apart. Their eyes told a story that lyrics could never say. The parasocial energy was strong, but in a wholesome way, like fans collectively healing through shared heartbreak. But beyond the chaos, one thing became clear. This collab hit differently because it reminded everyone why we fell in love with music in the first place. Not for views, not for trends, but for that feeling of connection. 4 million views isn't just a number. It's 4 million emotional check-ins. 4 million hearts that paused, listened, and maybe, just maybe, felt a little less alone. Lee Mujin's channel saw a massive spike in subscribers. Rami's name trended for 3 days straight. And K-pop vocal culture, which often gets overshadowed by performance-heavy acts, got a massive moment in the spotlight. This episode didn't just go viral, it redefined what a viral moment can look like. And here's the thing, this moment isn't fading anytime soon. The numbers keep climbing, and the comment section has practically turned into a safe space for emotional confessions. Fans are writing paragraphs about how the sound helped them through breakups, anxiety, or just loneliness. Some even said, "I didn't know I needed this duet until I heard it." That's the true power of music, especially when it's honest. Rami and Lee Mujin didn't just sing, they connected. They made vulnerability feel beautiful again. And honestly, that's rare in an industry that often demands perfection. So as views rise and more people discover this hidden masterpiece, one thing becomes clear. This wasn't just a viral episode, it was a moment. And the fans, they're not forgetting it anytime soon. So, what's next? Will we see Rami and Lee Mujin perform together again? Or was this once-in-a-lifetime duet meant to stay like this? Frozen in time, perfect, untouchable. Whatever happens, one thing's for sure. This wasn't just an episode. It was a moment. And the fans, they're not forgetting it anytime soon. What did you think about this collab? Were you one of the 4 million who cried through it? Or did you discover it through a random TikTok scroll at 2 a.m.? Drop your thoughts below and let's talk about that one harmony that wrecked us all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss the next time we dive into another K-pop moment that made the whole internet stop breathing. Until next time, stay soft, stay dramatic, and keep your playlists emotional. Because this is what music therapy sounds like.